You know, for as long as we've had telescopes, we've seen Saturn as this jewel of the solar system, right? A beautiful golden giant just floating peacefully out there in the dark. But listen to this for a second. That's not a scary movie soundtrack. Those are the actual radio emissions from Saturn. It's screaming into the void. So, what is really going on behind that beautiful face? Let's find out. Yeah, we called it beautiful. But that beauty, it's hiding a pretty terrifying reality. And that's the whole point of this explainer. Saturn is not peaceful, not even close. It's a violent, chaotic monster, and its serene looks are probably the biggest deception in the entire solar system. So, just how violent are we talking? Well, for starters, this is a giant ball of gas spinning so incredibly fast that it literally bulges out and flattens itself into the shape of a pumpkin. Seriously. It's a world of impossible geometric storms and a gravity so cruel it rips entire moons to shreds just to decorate itself. And let's start with its most famous feature, right? Its crown. From here on Earth, those rings look like this perfect glowing halo. But that is one heck of an illusion. And when you start to break down that illusion, you see a much, much darker picture. The reality is, if you could actually fly inside those rings, you'd find yourself in a cosmic grinder. These aren't solid bands of light at all. No way. They're a chaotic, high-speed blizzard of sharp ice and jagged rock. You've got pieces ranging from the size of a grain of sand to the size of a mountain, all orbiting at thousands of kilometers an hour, constantly smashing into each other and shattering into even more pieces. And this is what just blows my mind, the scale of it all. This storm of icy shrapnel stretches for almost 300,000 kilometers wide. But in some places, it's only about 10 meters thick. Think about that. It's like a razor-thin blade as wide as a planet, just slicing through the absolute darkness of space. So a natural question comes up. Where did all this violence come from? How did this planetary graveyard even get here? Well, the leading theory is basically a cosmic murder mystery, a real tragedy that happened a long, long time ago. The murder weapon? Gravity. You see, a moon, maybe a pretty big one, just wandered too close. It crossed a line that scientists called the Roche limit, and that's the point of no return. Saturn's immense gravity just grabbed that moon, ripped the crust right off its core, and shredded it into the trillions of icy fragments we see today. We're literally staring at the scattered guts of a dead world. Believe it or not, the violence isn't just contained to the rings. Oh no. The planet itself is a total cauldron of chaos. Its atmosphere is home to storms that they defy the laws of nature as we know them. I mean, look at this. What you're seeing here is something that really shouldn't exist. Nature doesn't really do straight lines like this. Fluid dynamics are supposed to create circles, spirals, you know? Yet spinning forever at Saturn's North Pole is a perfect hexagon. And this isn't just some weird cloud pattern. It's a hurricane. And the scale of this thing is just staggering. This six-sided storm is wide enough to swallow 4 entire Earths. The walls of the storm go hundreds of kilometers deep into the atmosphere, and right in the middle, at its center, is this massive red vortex. It looks like a rose made of hurricanes, just staring, unblinking, into the void. But wait, it gets even bigger. Roughly every 30 Earth years, a monster wakes up inside the planet. We call it the Great White Spot. And it's a storm system so massive, it literally wraps itself around the entire planet, churning up ammonia ice from deep inside and turning the whole golden giant into a pale ghost. So the really crucial point here is the raw power hiding just beneath those clouds. The lightning inside this planet-wrapping storm? It's 10,000 times stronger than anything we've ever seen here on Earth. It's this chaotic engine of heat and energy just building up, waiting to explode. Now, beyond the planet and its rings, Saturn is also the king of a huge entourage of over 140 moons. But 2 of them in particular, Titan and Enceladus, they present us with some of the most bizarre and frankly compelling worlds in our entire solar system. And what's so wild is that these 2 moons couldn't be more different. On one hand, you have a twisted, toxic reflection of Earth, a world that kind of mimics life but is built from things that would kill us. And on the other, you have this tiny, icy ball that might just be the most promising place to find our cosmic neighbors. Okay, so just looking at this comparison, Titan seems almost startlingly like home, right? It's got a thick atmosphere, it's got rivers and lakes, but do not be fooled. The rain there is liquid methane. The temperature is a brisk minus 179 degrees Celsius. And those vast sand dunes, they're made of dark, static-charged hydrocarbon grains, which is basically plastic. It's a world of plastic sand and gasoline rain.
Then you go further out and you find Enceladus. For years, we thought it was just another boring frozen rock. But then we saw them. These tiger stripes, long blue fractures clawed into its south pole. And from these scars, the moon bleeds. Giant geysers of water vapor shoot hundreds of kilometers into space at supersonic speeds. So why does this matter so much? Because beneath that icy shell, Enceladus has everything. It has a global ocean of warm, liquid water. It's got heat coming from its core. It has organic molecules mixed in. And it's all shielded from the dangers of space. All the key ingredients for life are there. You have to wonder, in the deep, dark pressure of that hidden ocean, could something be swimming? But, learning all these incredible secrets, it required an incredible sacrifice. And the story of our one and only messenger at Saturn, the Cassini spacecraft, really brings the terrifying scale of this planet right back down to a human level. After 13 amazing years, Cassini was running out of fuel, and to protect these pristine moons, especially Enceladus, from any earthly contamination, NASA gave it one last order: commit suicide. On its final orbit, Cassini took a deep breath and dove straight into the atmosphere of the very monster it had studied for so long, fighting to keep its antenna pointed back at Earth, transmitting data until the very, very last second. Saturn showed zero mercy. The heat and pressure just ripped the robot apart. It melted, then vaporized, and became one with the planet it had revealed to us. It's a final, poignant reminder of just how unforgiving this world truly is. And that brings us to one final, kind of shocking truth. Even Saturn's magnificent rings, the one feature that defines it, they're not forever, not even close. Gravity is slowly, relentlessly pulling them down onto the planet as something scientists call ring rain. And in about 100 million years, which is just a blink of an eye in cosmic time, they'll be gone. So you should look at it while you can. Saturn is a temporary masterpiece, a beautiful trap that lured us all the way across the solar system, only to show us how small we really are. It's the ultimate reminder that sometimes the most beautiful things in our sky can also be the most deadly.